Warning, fire detected in the engine room. Warning, sealing off area with primary bulkhead. Evacuate the area immediately.
Greetings. I am Albert Wesker. If you're getting this message, it is because I am sure you know about Ouroboros. By the time you hear this, I will be on my journey to take over the world, and only a few will be chosen to rule by my side. It seems that you may need more information about my plans, so I decided to conduct an interview with Unwired TV. So prepare yourself. I'm going to take over the whole universe.
Chris, how nice of you to join us.
Ouroboros is on the eve of its appearance. 6 billion cries of agony will birth a new balance. Soon, even you will understand, Chris. One glimpse of my new world, and it will all make perfect sense.
Hey, this is DC Douglas, and this is an exclusive with Unwired TV. I am an actor, first and foremost. Started in theater when I was a kid, and when I was 19 moved to LA and pursued film and television. And along the way did a lot of theater here, and then also got into producing and directing and writing of little arty stuff that doesn't make money but makes my soul happy. And then to put bread on the table, actually more than bread, usually fattening foods. But anyway, to put food on the table, I did voiceover. A lot of promos and commercials and whatnot. Also known as doing the tag announcer on the Geico celebrity spots. And then occasionally I do video games, anime and also US stuff. And I was cast for, I think it was some other random roles for Umbrella Chronicles. And then I was brought back and auditioned for Wesker as a voice replacement. And that's how I started working with Capcom. Did the Wesker on the Umbrella Chronicles, and then later on they brought me back for Resident Evil 5, having no idea how huge the whole thing was. So, but it's been a fun ride. The experience with Resident Evil 5 was unique compared to any other video game that I've done, in that it was facial mocap, which I had never done before. Actually, if I backtrack a little, I went and auditioned to do the physical mocap for the character Wesker, because I think they had the idea that they'd like it if it was all in one. The irony is that they called me in for this audition a week after I had thrown my back out. And I literally the worst I'd ever thrown my back out. So I went in and I said, as long as I'm not doing like kind of stunt stuff, I probably could, walk around and beat him. And I went there, and of course the audition is, now you tumble this way, you roll that way, you flip back that way. And it's like, yeah, I won't be doing that. But then I was very excited to find out that there was also going to be facial mocap. And so that was very unusual. And there were several sessions over a period of, I think it was a year. You'd go in and they'd put the dots on the face. And then you'd go in and they'd make sure that all the cameras were sunk. You were surrounded by cameras and lasers that were pointing to get all these dots. And then once they had all that, set up properly, then we'd go and we would record the voiceover. And actually, prior to doing the voiceover, we had to go through a series of steps so that the computers could get sunk up to the face, I guess, where you'd go through all the vowels and different facial movements. So it was really fascinating. And then, of course, vocal quality-wise, it's Wesker. Of all the video games that I've done, Wesker's very difficult in that someone else has done it before. Several people have done him before. And usually when I do video games, I'm doing the character for the first time. Or there was one other person who had done it, and then they brought me in to do it. So in this particular case, they had several really good actors who had done the voice before, who had put their mark on the role. And I had to incorporate those into a new version of it, because each game they always want to push in one direction or another, and in Resident Evil 5 they had a specific direction they wanted to go in. I can't tell you Sorry. To be honest with you, I have no idea. It seems to me like he died. I acted like he died because I blew my voice out doing the lava scene. So I can't tell you. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that I did a prequel thing for something else, which I'm not going to say any names for, and it was a very short thing. But that's out there. But that was a prequel thing, and I have no idea about the future. I hope he's not dead. I hope he's a clone. He gets to come back, another version of him. Actually, several of them. That would be wonderful, actually, if there were 3 Weskers in another one, because then I could do all 3. I believe that would be 3 times the pay. I don't know. Always with the questions. Yes, I do play Wesker in Dark Chronicles for the Wii. I don't know how much I should tell you, but I'm there if you look for me. That it was called Resident Wesker. No. I admire the other actors who have voiced Wesker before, but there's nothing like being able to be the person to create the voice, to be able to do it from the ground floor up, and to go from game to game to game, and so much freedom with that, creatively. And you set your stamp on it. And so that was the biggest challenge of this Wesker, was incorporating those voices. So if I could wish anything, it would be that nobody had ever voiced him before, and it was me. That being said, I do give props to Richard Waugh and Peter Jessup, and I believe I'm sorry, I don't know the names of I think it was another guy or two that had done it as well. But I give props to all of them, because it's a freaking hard business to make a living in. And so I admire all the